Good morning. As we have the opportunity to talk to key decision makers like you with responsibility for influencing and maximizing efficiency of company operations, we hear about the challenges you face in dealing with the equipment and tool rental process. In fact, these three numbers tell a story. These three numbers tell a story about the need to increase visibility and accountability, streamline processes, and achieve greater cost control and cost reduction in the rental process. According to survey results from the Aberdeen Group, 82% of industrial and commercial firms acknowledge that an increase in their key rental items equals an increase in their operational ROI. However, in that same study, 46% of these decision makers acknowledge that they did not track rental utilization. And based on data RRC has tracked over the past several years, 24% of rental equipment is past the estimated return date. And the duration of those overdue rentals averages 15 days. Now, leaders like you share with us how equipment rental is affecting short and long-term strategies. And here's another way to look at it. Our customers tell us about many different factors that currently affect their overall equipment rental scenario. These include decentralization. While necessary element of many organizations, decentralized processes present challenges to overall effectiveness. Varying systems used to manage the rental process, numerous vendors that are enlisted to meet the organization's rental needs, multiple employees who are involved in executing the rental of equipment and tools, and numerous crafts that must be provided the right equipment at the right time. So what are the results of these different factors impacting the equipment rental scenario? Well, first, organizations routinely rent too much equipment. Rental duplication occurs, leading to wasted resources across projects. Second, rentals are often kept beyond their estimated time frame, resulting in unnecessary past due expenditures. And finally, there is excessive complexity in our rental process. Employees use and develop a variety of different systems, from sticky notes to spreadsheets, in an attempt to manage all the rental needs of the organization. Some customers even tell us about excessive swivel time, which vividly describes how their administrators swivel between manual systems and computer processes in their attempt to manage rentals. The end result of too much, too long, and too complex is excessive rental cost, excessive time spent managing this process, and reduced productivity of their most precious asset, their people that manage all of this chaos. This is, at best, a reactive, fragmented process, and it's putting your organization at risk. And the greatest risk is not knowing how this approach threatens future goals. Effectively getting from today to a desired future level of operational excellence is affected by equipment management. Failure to move away from the reactive process limits an organization's potential growth trajectory. So, how do some organizations choose to address these rental risks? Many do so by choosing to look only at price. As a determining factor for decision making, they seek the lowest line item pricing and perceive advantageous terms as a way to effectively manage equipment rentals. In fact, price has been shown to have only 1/6 the impact of facing too much, too long, and too complex. In other words, choosing to manage equipment rental by seeking the lowest price sends companies down into the abyss. Companies are choosing to work with RSC because they seek to find a better way to bridge the gap between today and the future they wish to achieve. They recognize that equipment rental and overall equipment management affects employee productivity, employee engagement, and overall project success. And only by working with RSC will they achieve their organizational goals. Now let's look at each of these goals and how best-in-class organizations are working with RSC to achieve them. The first goal is that of increased visibility and accountability. Now what if your team had true insight into all aspects of the rental process? With tools such as RSC's Total Control, you can have unparalleled visibility management and functionality to optimize the rental process, reducing redundancies and late rental returns. And with RSC's Management by Exception strategy, you can focus on actionable data based on criteria that you define to empower you and your team to make the best strategic equipment decisions. And some firms also leverage embedded GPS technology. The second goal is that of streamlined process and operations. What if you had a partner in managing equipment effectively? With RSC's managed services strategy, you will have a dedicated advocate intimately familiar with your organization and its processes. To assist in making sure that equipment needs are managed most effectively, you will have the equipment and tools necessary to maximize productivity. And most importantly, you will have a partner in maintaining a safe and efficient working environment for every member of your team. The third goal is that of cost reduction and cost control. Now what if you had the right tools and the right strategy to make a substantial impact on your organization's overall equipment costs and ROI? With customized scorecards and key performance indicators benchmarked against industry standards, you and your team will be empowered to operate at the highest possible levels of efficiency. You will have customized data to validate and justify rental decisions across your entire operation. And more importantly, actionable information to make future decisions. So companies are choosing to work with RSC Rental to achieve these goals. And we refer to this strategy as RSC Consumption Management. While this might be an unfamiliar premise, it's a new strategy that companies like yours are successfully leveraging to magnify savings to a level 6 times that of price. And it can only be accomplished by working with RSC and having the right equipment available at the right time with streamlined processes that drive cost savings is the heart of consumption management. And it is the bridge that crosses the gap from today to a future level of operating efficiency that positively impacts the success of your organization. Now this is what best-in-class organizations are choosing to do. The combined power of you and RSC will drive your organization to unparalleled future success. So if you want to truly align all of the factors associated with equipment rental, if you want to move from a fragmented, reactive process to a true proactive, repeatable process, and if you want to replace risk with success, then the only clear path forward is to work with RSC. A major global oil and gas company recently partnered with RSC to maximize their equipment rental program. Now these three numbers tell a story about success. They've experienced a 35% increase of utilization of key rental items while reducing their rental cost by 28%. And they achieved these results only after 3 months of working with RSC. Now let's talk about how you and RSC will work together and achieve similar results. Thank you.